ukumshayela while I went offline. Ngazama kumshayela. Maybe as well, I might even try to drag in Slay Sangoma. Thokoza Busi, thokoza Gogo. Siyavusela nawe Gogo. Let me see ukuthi ngabe thokoza tokhona yini kubamba, then ngimvusele and maybe ngive umvo wakhe as well ukuthi ngabe uthini about the discussion lesitoba nayo namuhla. Thokoza Gogo.
Thokoza ke.
Thokoza Gogo.
Ninjani?
Siyaphila Gogo.
Hayi sivukile nathi.
Yeah, man, ngine-challenge lencane man, bengimeme Gogo Maweni ngalana ukuthi we'll have a discussion naye namuhla, but I'm still waiting for her. I'm not sure ukuthi kwenzakalani, but she told me ukuthi ngathi kune-load shedding ngale, so she will try to go in her car bese uyazama loku-connect. So I think kunale challenge network as well. Angathi usikwenzakalani ngani. Besinale discussion lesitoba namuhla lana Gogo. Ngingadi ke wena Gogo ukuthi ngabe lithini lakho liphuzu or any input longayisho wena on your side Thokoza.
Thokoza ke, I like right now I'm a bit confused. It's topic yakho bekuyini? Just so
Okay.
I'm in yeah.
Okay, I had a list of questions that I wanted to ask her. I'm not sure. Are you getting me clear, Ngalap? Well, let's look at Thokoza. Okay. Let me also try to see what's going to be Gogo Maweni so corner in online. Okay, she's still not here. Okay, Begnene. Okay, Nankoko. Slay Sangoma. Okay, let me continue in brief with what we were talking about. But namuhla vele. Thokoza Gogo.
Thokoza, so uyangizwa kahle manje?
Yes, ngiyakuzwa Gogo.
Thokoza Khehla. Uthi what was the question?
Okay, it was just a one-on-one discussion where we were going to talk about the stereotypes lakhona emadlotini. People are talking negatively about uthwasa and mostly what we know ukuthi bantu bathi madimoni kahle hle lawo. Umangale ke ukuthi kungaba madimoni njani phela ngoba abantu bakini laba kahle hle. So we were just trying to address lawo ma-issues lawo and sikhulumise nekuphahla as well and ku-accepta your calling whenever kuba naleyo calling leyo, because we know ukuthi kuba khona abantu labakubalekelayo lokho kahle hle. So we were just trying to address lawo ma-issues lawo and have that one-on-one discussion naye Gogo Maweni.
Well, you know, for me, I think ukuthi abantu laba bathi ama-demon laba abantu abangayazi lento, and I don't really blame them because nami I think at some point in my life I was unaware or benganayo knowledge ne-information. Cha nikhayiseleni le benganayo information yokuthi yini lento kahle kahle. So uma ungayazi vele kulula ukuthi omunye umuntu akutshele ukuthi demon bese uyayibelieve now. And I think unfortunately that stems from our oppressor, because those are the people that came to Africa bazositshela ukuthi le thina esikholelwa kuyo inobumnyama, i-wrong, le yabo yiyo e-right. So uma unganalo ulwazi futhi, it's going to be very easy for you to believe in what the oppressor tells you to believe. So it goes back to you being in touch with your roots. It goes back to you being able to differentiate between idemon yempela nedlozi, because nasesontweni idlozi leli abathini likhuleke ngoba idlozi umuntu ongasekho. So ayishintshi ibe yiholy ngoba ipendwe i-white. and then it's demonic because imnyama izale wena, it's demonic. So I think illogic is also very important because demon, now a demon, it must be demon from A to Z. It can't be demon who B because it's black, but angel who W because it's white. So umuntu ongasekho uyi-spirit yidlozi lelo. Challenge.
Yeah, because I think the only thing leyendekako lana it's the people who normally talks vele ukuthi maybe lo muntu ova abantu bathi lidimoni nabo sebajoyina kulelo hlangothi lelo bathi nikhonta amadimoni. Uma ngale yosi lidimoni ngabe lake lathandaza ngoba ngiyathi bogogo bayathandaza nabo nangabe kufike leso simo sekuthi bathandaze ngoba umuntu uba naso leso simo sakhe sokuthi athandaze akhuleke. Lengikwatiko mina ngingade singinemanga inigogo vele before umuntu ahlanganise emadlodi kumele akhulekele vele lokukhulekela ngiko lokho bese kujoyinisa labantu labadzala nawe as umuntu ukuthi sohlangana nawe emadlodi.
That's true.
So
as I think also into abangayazi mkhulu is that amadlozi are what other people would refer to as angels or ama-guardian angels. Idlozi akusiwunkulunkulu, angeke futhi idlozi livuke liwunkulunkulu. Ukhona unkulunkulu umdali womhlaba nezulu, and then there is an angel. So the people that we say are our ancestors, those are angels. That is not God. There is a God. So yes, we do believe there's a higher being, and yes, we do pray. We just don't believe that the higher being is white. That's the only difference here. So if for the people that have paintings or pictures of this white God, that's where now I have a problem, because then you want to incorporate that with my African spirituality, and it's not the same thing. Yeah.
Lokusho ukuthi kube wa envulo kweda bantu ba-understandiswa lamadlodi bebato bese bathi uNkulunkulu ulidimoni kahle hle ngekubuka kwami.
Yes.
Because what happened was vele the culture leyafika kucala ngiyo labantu labese ba-adapta kiyo basa understand le culture le nsuka khona yethu njengebantu labamnyama.
So because they did not have an understanding of what we are and who we are, they then wanted to brainwash us. See, there's nothing, I have nothing against Christianity, because I believe in God as well. I just have a problem when people try to compare religion and tradition, because those are two different things.
Exactly.
So I think you need to know your story, basically.
Yeah. So I think the religion part, it fana ne-politics as well, because most of those things fana kahle.
Yeah.
And kuba ngilo muntu ukuthi yena uchoose ukubelieve in. But the problem it's when people start to be judgmental about what another person believe on.
And they're being judgmental about something that they don't know. And that's very unfortunate. Because in essence, we all believe in the same thing. We just choose different colors to paint it with.
Exactly.
Because I think we can all agree that there is a higher being, and that is God. What you choose to call God, whether you call God Jehovah or whether you call God Allah or Buddha, that's up to you. But we all believe in a higher being, that being God, and we all believe in angels. So whether you believe angels are your ancestors, or you believe that angels are, I don't know, white things that have wings, that's up to you. But at the end of the day, we all believe in a higher being, and we all believe in angels. So I think we must just respect each other's narrative. We must all respect each other's belief system. That's the most important.
Ya, ngixolise mani gogo kukuweba ngoba kahle kahle bekuyi-discussion le into yoba nayo nagogo Maweni. Sengikhohlwa nekuthi mani uthi introduce so that bantu batokwazi.
Thokoza ke.
Thokoza gogo.
Well, I'm Sangoma. I think as you can see behind me and up there, Sangoma. Uh, I don't think I can explain anything beyond that. I am an African healer. I'm a spiritual healer. Sangoma. I was initiated about 3 years ago, and
Yeah,
I was possessed by 3 different types of spirits. So
thokoza.
Nami, I grew up in a very religious family. I grew up raised by Jehovah's Witnesses. So I had no understanding of what this is. This was foreign to me. And lento yokuthi idemon, I grew up believing that African spirituality is dark. And I think that's one of the stigmas that we are trying so hard to change. Ukuthi people, when they think of Isangom, or when they think of African spirituality, they think witchcraft. I don't think the first thought in their minds is ever healing. It's always dark. So that's the narrative that I personally would love to change. Because
Okay.
I know exactly what it's like growing up to think that. And you think that not because you're judgmental, but it's all you know. That's the information you've gotten about this your whole life.
Thokoza.
Yeah.
Thokoza. So wena gogo nje nangabuta ukuthi ngabe just to take us through the process you accept your calling, how does that happen and what really happened during that process?
Well, firstly, I think Mkulu, before you get to the point of accepting your calling, finding out you have a calling, that on its own, it kills you, especially mentally and emotionally. Unless, of course, you grew up in an environment, yes, then maybe it's a bit easier. But imagine growing up around hardcore Christians and then you find out you have this calling that is so-called demonic or dark. That was very difficult because when you have a calling, you need to first accept that you will lose a lot of people. You will lose a lot of people that you think you cannot live without. So I had to go through the transition first. And I think, Mina, in my personal experience, I'd say the reason why I lost so many people was that I needed to be able to discern between the voice of Idlozi speaking to me and everyone's voice clouding my judgment. See, if I had 10 people around me, I would not have been able to listen and hear Idlozi. So I had to lose all those people in order for me to be able to hear Idlozi. And that transition is very difficult. So when you accept Idlozi, accept that you will be losing certain parts of yourself that are not conducive to your spiritual journey and your spiritual growth. And I think that's mostly part of the reason why a lot of people are very scared to accept the calling, because they know I'm going to lose my partner, I'm going to lose my job. And it's not Idlozi punishing you in any way. That's just how you're meant to grow. Otherwise, you're not going to grow.
Yeah, because I also saw at some point, because currently good trenda piano, so it's either you choose a piano who accept your calling, which means one of the two has to go, and angeke vele ukhone ubalansisa konke at once. So if u accept your calling, is it really a matter of ukuthi kufuneke wena sale uvele ufocus akibo day in and day out vele ube ngithokoza, or maybe nasuwa acceptile madloti, are you also capable to be doing other things on the side, like you can also go partying, or maybe wendele tinye tintfo nje lesetingahambelani nalokudloti?
You can, as Kulu, amadlozi awafani. Bakhona abantu that tell you they cannot go out, they can't go partying, they can't do all of that. Idlozi lakhe alivumi. So amadlozi awafani. But I always say you don't entirely lose yourself when you accept your calling. You just shared parts of yourself that are not conducive for idlozi lakho. So if umuntu wabantu, there's a part of you that will still remain like that. It's just that certain times idlozi wants to be alone because there are certain messages maybe that need to be delivered to you. Angeke afike usemsindweni. It's like your job. Certain people are professionals. So even after accepting your calling, umuntu uyaqhubeka asebenze. You just need to be able to merge the two. You need to be able to live as ugogo, usewuwe. So ungazihlukanisi because you and the spirit are one. There's the spirit and then there's me. You are one with the spirit. So you need to be able to merge all these things zibe into a1. And obviously there are certain things ongeke ukwazi ukuzenza vele because umuntu wedlozi, you need to keep yourself pure.
Okay, the while I was also doing a research, there was a point in time la ngifunda khona ukuthi nangabe uto accept your calling, there are other things that you need to stop doing. Like if unje uyingane, you need to then stop sleeping with everyone because lesinye isikhathi ukhanza usi loyo muntu lo lala naye unesinye amathitha. Then maybe if you are someone lo declenza nawe or khanza ukuthi at some point in time uthi ngakuthi bese uphinza uqalela phansi because of leso sinyama leso losithatha kulabo bantu labahlukile. So is that really true, or maybe you can enlighten us on the side ukuthi leto tinfo leto, can we send a strong warning to people who see they shouldn't be doing that, or maybe angati, but I'm sure you understand the question that you put out.
Yeah, I understand you. Mkhulu, I think this this goes for anyone, not just abantu that have amadlozi or abantu abasebenza ngamadlozi. Anyone. Mawulala nomuntu, when you are intimate with someone, imimoya yenu iya exchange. So if umuntu lo olala naye unemimoya wrong, emibi, by default lezi zinto ziyangena kuwe, whether or not you are spiritually gifted. So iyakungcolisa le nto leyo. I could get cleansed today and then tomorrow ngihambe ngiyolala nomuntu ohamba nezinto. Sekufanele ngiqale phansi ngiyocleanswa futhi. So ibalekile le nto lena. Having multiple sexual partners is extremely dangerous, especially ke ma umuntu wedlozi. Idlozi liyatetema, lifana nengane. I think yesintu anyone would know. Ingane mayisanda kuzalwa, maybe in the first month, we don't want ingane to interact with abantu bangaphandle because sisaba ukuthi imoya yabo izongena enganeni. Yes, idlozi linjalo. Idlozi ukuthi ke alikhuli ukuthi sithi hayi after 1 month right angaye emhlabeni. Idlozi uyahlonipha, liyatetema, lifana exactly nengane. So more nedlozi, you need to be more cautious of abantu oba allow into your personal space. Mawuzolala nomuntu, you must always know that whatever ayithwele iyangena kuwena. Because even as a woman, I'll make an example. As a woman, if I have an abortion and I don't get cleansed, umuntu engizolala naye, isinyama sami nalethunzi lalengane selengena kuye naye. Magaya for a consultation or a reading, that man will be told ukuthi uhamba nethunzi lengane azacabanga ukuthi utikoloshi or something of that nature. Because uyithathe uphalale nami, even if that was never even ingane yakhe, but because mina ngihamba nalethunzi nakuye seyingenile.